Hey guys, it's me, RST, and it's time for yet another video. Now, we're going to talk about three things before we get into today's video. Sorry if the intro is a little bit longer, but I do need to touch on all three of these things. First of all, the reason why I'm making this build, it is going to be a Pierce 3 heavy bowgun build, is because this commenter right here on the last video on my hammer build got the most likes, and I did say in the video whichever comment got the most likes was going to be the build that I did next. So that's why I'm doing this one. I really liked making the build. It was pretty fun. It's fun getting the materials, and I like the build itself a lot. I'm really enjoying heavy bowgun in this game so far. Anyways, on to the second point. I actually made a Discord server. I talked to you guys in the last stream, and the chat said that they did, or they showed some interest in me making a Discord server. On it, we're going to be trying to get some community stuff going, try and grow it some, try and get some people playing together if you guys want to play together, how to reach out to other people and stuff like that. And also, I will be announcing when I'm going live, when I'm dropping videos, everything like that. Now, I will admit this is going to be the first Discord server I've ever owned, so I'm still learning. If you guys want to help me out on anything, then let me know. I'm going to try and find some moderators and figure out how all that stuff works out. But if I seem a little bit slow on that, even though I play a lot of PC games, I've never really been super into Discord. I'll just use it as a call service, basically, where I call my friends and we talk on that voice chat stuff. But so you guys are going to have to be a little bit patient with that. Finally, it's pretty crazy. Honestly, I know it's not a big number, but we hit 100 subscribers. I never expected to see this much growth and this much positivity from the channel. I'm really enjoying reading all your guys' comments, even the ones where you guys fact check me. But I'm really loving seeing all you guys are saying that you're liking the videos. I just want to keep making them better, keep making more of them, keep making more better content for you guys. So if you guys want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. If not, that's totally fine. But just keep giving me feedback, guys, and tell me what you want me to improve on. And to those of you who are out there fact checking my builds, thank you. Again, I will go ahead and say in this video, I'm definitely nowhere near perfect. A lot of times I will just straight up miss things, because whenever I make builds, I try not to look at other people's, because then I feel like I'm just copying. There's no point in me making a video if somebody else has already got a video out there. So I really try and do all the stuff on my own for the most part. You know, sometimes maybe I'll look at another person's video to kind of get some inspiration, but then make my own build off of it. And there are a few of these builds I will start clarifying more, where they're kind of more comfort. Like, I'm not really going for the highest damage, so maybe I use a weapon that is lesser damage for a certain reason, and I will try to clarify that. But for the example of the insect glaive build that I made, straight up, I saw Kimura was top, and then I was like, whatever's next, not even gonna worry about it, because usually, you know, the better weapons are kind of more in that mid area. So I straight up skipped the Nargacuga insect glaive. That is completely and utterly my fault. I should not have done that, because it's definitely better than the Zinogre one. But I corrected that. I will be coming out with a video sometime this week talking about my updated builds for all of the build videos I made so far. But anyway, sorry for such a long intro. I just wanted to touch on all those things. Again, it's Pierce 3 build because somebody commented. I will put them right here. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name right now. I just came back from doing something. The Discord server, which I will also put right here and link in the description. And we hit 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and the positivity and the feedback, everything like that. And let's get right into this build video. Alright guys, it is time for us to go ahead and get into this build. So this can be our Pierce 3 heavy bowgun build. First of all, as always, we are going to go over the armor, the weapon, the rampage skill, all of those things, the decos and all that. And I will be doing a silk bind move and switch skill overview at the end. Fair warning from the start, I don't have the final silk bind move, the one that makes it to where you charge more, because all of the heavy bowguns that I've currently made do not need to charge. And I prefer the counter anyway, unless I'm using something like sticky. But with this being a Pierce, I honestly don't think that the charge is really even worth it, because you can carry so much ammo and craft so much of it that I don't see why you would be charging anyway. And this heavy bowgun doesn't have any real status ammo anyway, so again, you're not really going to be charging. So that is why whenever I go over later, but I will explain briefly how it works still. So getting into the build, first of all, we're going to look at the weapon. So we've got the Baleful Knight. It comes with a base attack of 190. This is the Nargacuga heavy bowgun. Affinity of 30. And it's got all the recoil and reload things, but we've got decos in here to change that. For the Rampage slot, we're going to give it attack boost 3. That's going to give us our extra 8 base attack that you're going to see on this. Finally, this is a Wyvern Snipe heavy bowgun, so you're gonna need kind of a bigger opening or a lot of prediction to use this. I would prefer it to be Wyvern Heart. I'm not gonna lie, I think Wyvern Snipe's more fun, but Wyvern Heart is a lot better overall. So that does suck a little bit, but it'll be okay. So now here you can see what all ammos it can use and what capacity and all that. So as you can see, we get 5 pierce ammos. I did not put capacity boost in this because honestly, or ammo up, because honestly I feel like 5 and 6 is not that big of a difference. It's not like it's 1 and 2 with a Magna LBG or something like that. So I went ahead and stuck with that. So getting into the actual equipment, if we look at the status, after all of these skills, we have 233 attack and 50% base affinity. So that's really awesome. So we have crit eye level 4, so they gave us 20 more percent of affinity. Attack boost level 3, weakness exploit level 3. So with weakness exploit level 3 giving us the 50% boost, and it's already at 50, if you're hitting a weak spot, it will be 100% crit rate. So that's really awesome. I'm glad that I was able to put this into this build. Pierce up level 3, so that'll give us greatly increased power. That's actually a really big boost though. And we've got recoil down level 3 and reload speed level 2, turn resistance level 1, evade window level 1, and stun resistance level 1 into the actual equipment now. We've got, again, like I said, the Baleful Knight. We already went over all that. The Renoflos Helm, the Nargacuga Mail, the Rathalos Braces, the Scalda Elytra, and the Renoplos Greaves. All of these, the high rank version, obviously. So, the Renoplos Helm is going to give us Pierce up level 2 and stun resistance level 1. So obviously that's great since we're using a Pierce heavy bowgun. The Nargacuga Mail is going to give us evade window 1 and critical eye level 2. And then I slotted in 2 points of recoil down in the level 1 deco slots. And with the Rathalos Braces, we got 2 levels of attack boost and 1 level of critical eye. I slotted in the critical eye in the level 2 deco slot. For the Scalda Elytra, that's going to give us the weakness exploit level 2. I'm sure everybody has heard of that by now. It's almost necessary on anything that's affinity based, unless you've got like a god charm. I've got a level 2 charm, but this just ended up working out better with this because it does not have any slots on it. And finally, we've got the Renoplos Greaves that are pierce up 1, tremor resistance level 1, and then I slotted in 2 levels of reload speed. So total, that'll give us our pierce up 3 and then all of our other skills. Now, as always, we're gonna use Demon Petal Ace just to get more attack if we happen to run into a red Speary Bird. And then this is my weakness exploit level 1 charm that's got a attack boost level 1. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this in other builds. It's just kind of my go-to charm because most of the important decos in the game are level 2. There's only like 5 level 3, I believe, and none of them are going to be really that useful except for the ammo up one, but again, we're not using that on this. So just for attack, straight up attack, this is always going to be your best pretty much. So now we're going to take a look at the Silkbind moves and the switch skills. We're going to talk about first, you have the option between melee attack and tackle. So the melee attack is the normal little swipe that you do. I'll show that second, but this I think is almost, I have absolutely no reason why you would ever choose the little swipe over the tackle, because the tackle is the same as the Greatswords where you super armor through anything and you will still take damage, but I think it is reduced, or maybe it is not, but either way you do not get knocked back. So with it being heavy bowgun and you having low mobility, that is extremely useful, and definitely something that I'm gonna want to use a lot. So I'm gonna have to get used to using it, but it's definitely very useful. I'll show really quickly the other option. We've got the melee attack, which again, this is the classic, that, which again, the only time I ever use that is if I don't feel like putting my weapon up to start the wyvern ride, but now you can just tackle anyway because any damage activates it. And then we've got the mech wyvern snipe, or the healing mech wyvern snipe. So the only difference is going to be, I'm not going to show it off because or actually I can show it off and I can talk about other things. So this is the regular wyvern snipe. It does a lot more damage, but it doesn't heal you. And then as the other one implies, you're trading damage for sorry, I should have looked at that. You're trading damage for the healing aspect of it. So I've heard it's not very worth it. It doesn't heal you that much. I think it does recharge slightly faster, but still, it's just, if you're going to use it, you're wanting to do it for damage. If I need to heal, I can put my weapon up and heal. So I don't think it's that useful of a switch skill. So the way that you're going to want to play this is going to be on some of my HPG builds I'm currently working on, I'm looking at putting in evade extender because it is quite a substantial boost, and whenever I do eventually make a video on those, I will probably compare it. But since you are playing Pierce and you're already so far away, I mean, let's look. What's the max range? You can play this far away from the monster. Look at that. I'm in the gate to the opening of the training area. I feel like almost any monster, unless it's like a really long range move and you're not paying attention, with that's kind of your fault, then you can like just fat roll out of the way in time, or do literally almost anything with you're playing at this distance. For my builds that are kind of using more sticky spread, all that stuff, where I'm playing more in kind of this range, that's where I'm looking more at the evade extender to get out of the way quicker and further. But I think for Pierce it is not necessary, and we want to get as much damage as possible. On those, it'll probably be how I'm going to make some of my builds, where I'm going to have two options. One where it's more comfort with the evade extender, one where it's purely all attack focused. But anyway, so if we look at all of our ammos, it's got sticky 1 that's almost like, you know, I have never used it because it probably takes all 9 to KO anyway. And then we've got clusters. I mean, cluster 2 can be useful, but you definitely just do more damage with you having to pierce up, just shooting pierce 3. I really only use this as a pierce 3 gun again, which that's what the build is supposed to be, so that's fine. Even with the recoil down, you can't move, but again, because it's heavy bowgun, you can play so far away. I mean, at this range, again, even with that little brief second that you have to stop, I feel like you're never really in that much danger as long as you're not overcommitting and making dumb mistakes. But so that's basically going to be it. We'll take a look at this healing wyvern sniper real quick. Again, sorry I didn't get the damage number in before, but you'll just see straight off the bat. I think I was hitting for like 78 for that at the head. See, 45 and 35, that's much lower. That's definitely much lower for sure. And then finally, we're just going to talk about the final switch skills. So we have got this move, which is our counter. And so if I get hit, then I get to charge up a shot and shoot it. And actually does a lot of damage. The other option is it's the exact same animation, but then you will make it to where your bowgun can charge quicker. But again, I don't even have it unlocked because with it being Pierce 3, you don't really want to be charging up before you're shooting, because even though it's way quicker than that, look, it's not, the DPS is not worth it. Even with the quicker charge speed, you know, it's about a 40% boost, it looks like. Well, you can shoot these at least 60% quicker than you can do it with the counter charger skill. So it's the DPS evens out. I'd rather just have to make a little bit more ammo. That skill is mainly for if you're trying to conserve ammo on some kind of build. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. Again, because we only had a few switch skills to talk about, they're not super complex like the other ones. It's only one version of the build, and it's really only played in one way. That's why the video was so much shorter than usual, minus the intro. So again, we'll look at this real quick again, all the skills, have a look at all the equipment again real quick, guys. Where is it at? All right, and that's going to be it. Like I said, everything in the intro to this video, that's all still relevant. I will have, I haven't decided, I may just straight up wait and upload them at the exact same time. But within a couple hours of this video coming out, I will have a sticky light bowgun build, 2 actual versions of the build coming out. And so that will be up soon today too. And thank you everybody for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.